Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Said you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want ya, and I need ya.
YouTube! It's Krew. You know what to do. Be sure to leave this video a like. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button and stay tuned in with the family. I just want to say, let me put some chapstick on real quick. Happy New Year's, guys. I just want to say shout out to everybody that subscribed to me, all 162 of you guys. Oh my God, I never thought I would be this far, but I just want to thank you guys for watching me. Thank you guys for liking my videos. Thank you guys for commenting on my videos. Thank you guys for rocking with me and not giving up on me. Little old me. I appreciate you guys so much and stay tuned. Y'all already know what's about to go down from the title of the video. October 2021, October 6th. So I'm gonna be specific with you guys. October 6th in 2021 was the day that I found out that I could have, been dead. Literally. So we're gonna rewind because it was a couple of months before that I didn't know anything was wrong with me. I have type 1 diabetes, which is like hereditary. And I didn't know that I had diabetes, you know what I'm saying? So, one day is weird because like I get headaches all the time. I randomly get headaches all the time, and I'm used to it. Like I'm used to having a headache all day, every day. Even though I know it's not good for you, I'm used to having a headache all day, every day, which is bad. I'm used to only eating once or twice a day. I'm used to, just everything that was happening to me. I was used to it. And I'm the type of person who don't like hospitals. I don't like going to the doctors for checkups. I don't want nothing to do with hospitals or doctors' offices for some reason. I've always been like that since I was little. I'll always say I'm okay, I'm fine. But things started to get a little iffy to me because if I say that I need to go to the hospital, then I know something's wrong. If I tell myself that in my brain, it's wraps for me. So basically, it all started because I started drinking a lot. Like, I love water and ginger ale and Gatorade. I started drinking a lot more than I normally drink. Like, I could drink a 2 liter in an hour. I could drink a gallon of water like it was, like I was a fish. I started drinking like nobody would drink. Like you would just be like, yo, are you good? And then when you drink, you have to use the bathroom. So I started using the bathroom more than I ever had used the bathroom, but I always thought it was because I was drinking a lot more. So I never really thought nothing of it. I just thought like I was starting to get dry mouth, and I thought I was dehydrated and I just needed to drink more water. But I realized I drink a lot of water. So I started to notice like I could sleep all day. You might be like, how can somebody sleep all day? Like literally, if my dad never came in my room to check up on me or wake me up, I could sleep 24 hours. And everybody knows that your body doesn't even allow you to sleep over a certain amount of time because you do have to get up and you do have to be active and you do have to do things. There was one day my dad came in my room and he told me that he was literally talking to me and trying to wake me up, but I wouldn't wake up, and I only woke up when he shook my head. But I still was in denial, like, oh, I'm okay, I'm just extra tired, which I never really understood. I was like, I'm tired, but I'm sleeping all day. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I knew something was wrong with me, but I didn't want to tell anybody something was wrong with me because I knew everybody was going to say, yeah, you need to go to the hospital. And I never wanted to hear that because I don't like hospitals. The crazy part is, I had my period for like a month and a half. straight heavy. So I was losing sleep. I was drinking a lot more than I normally do. And I had my period for way longer than what I should have, which also made me anemic. So I have diabetes and I'm anemic. Um, So, I will always FaceTime people and be like, yo, like, I feel crazy. I feel like something's wrong with me. And they will be like, tell me what's wrong with you. And I would tell them, and they'll be like, that sounds crazy. Like, you need to go to the hospital. And I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'll be fine tomorrow. Y'all know me. Y'all know how I am. I'm good. And everybody will just be like, no, go to the hospital. I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'll be good by tomorrow. I'm finna drink some water. Why? Why didn't I just go? Like, I always kind of question myself on why I just didn't go when, like, my grandma always says, if your body's doing something it don't normally do, you need to go check that out. I never wanted anything to be wrong with me. That's the thing. Like, I don't want anything to be wrong with me. I'd be scared sometimes. Like, I'm really scared of certain things. I'm scared of certain things in life. And that's one of them. Like, I don't like hospitals. It's not that I'm scared of them, but it's like hospitals kind of close to death, and I don't rock with it. So this is the day I went to the hospital. Out here, they were giving away free iPads, and my grandma was like, let's go get a free iPad. You, your dad, and me. We all could get a free iPad. So I'm like, okay. I had no motivation to do anything since the symptoms that I was having, like I had no energy to do anything, but I was like, all right, let me go. So I get dressed, we go to the place to get the free iPads, and then I'm standing there and like my head starts like getting dizzy and my eyes get a little blurry. So I'm looking at my dad like, I'm about to pass out. He's like, you about to pass out? I'm like, yes. So I go sit down in the car until I feel better. So I go sit down in the car until I feel better. Sorry, I keep looking at the TV. So I go sitting in the car until I feel better. Then I get back out the car, go stand back, because my dad was like literally like in front of me. And I was like, but I knew that my dad was going to let me go before him. So it was his turn next. So I got out the car because I did feel better. I got out the car and I went to stand in line. But this time it was like the lightheadedness came faster than before. So I was lightheaded and my face was so pale. I might say, you're light skin. How was you pale? Like, it's possible. Like, I was pale. I looked like a ghost. And I still didn't think anything was wrong with me. I was standing there, but this time, like I said, the lightheadedness came quicker than what it came before. So I was standing there for like 2 minutes and I was just like I was out of it. Like, oh my God, like what's happening? And I'm talking to myself in my brain. Like, it's like words wouldn't come out of my mouth. Like, it couldn't come out of my mouth at all. I looked at my dad and he seen it in my face. And like, I was walking towards him and he grabbed me. If he didn't grab me, I would have like passed out. I'm telling you. He grabbed me and walked me to the car. And we went to the hospital. Found out that day that my sugar was almost 600. My sugar was almost 600, and I didn't know. I was in the hospital for about 5 days in total. 5 days in total because they wanted to make sure I had diabetes. They wanted to make sure, like, I was good about the diabetes. They wanted to teach me everything that I needed to know about diabetes. But I already knew. And even though I knew, I just let them, like, reteach me because the things that I knew could have been, old stuff. So I did listen, I did pay attention, and then, I did listen and I did pay attention. So basically, like me sleeping as much as I slept, I could have been in a diabetic coma if I didn't like go to the hospital when I did go to the hospital. And even the day before, I told one of my friends, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna die. Like, I feel like I'm gonna die. Like, today, like, right now. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel anything. Like, I had no energy. I had headaches. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to engage in anything in the world. Like, I would have to push myself, like, you have to do this. You cannot stay in the house all the time. But when I was doing it, it was like, why? Like, I would question myself, why am I doing this? Knowing that I feel the way that I feel. And also, the hospital was trying to figure out why I had my period for over a month. And they still never gave me answers to this day. I need them to get it together. But I'm good now. Everything's treated. I just want to say, if your body is doing something that it doesn't normally do, make sure you go to the hospital before you end up like me. Even though I'm alive, it could be different for other people, you know what I'm saying? So, always remember, we don't laugh because we're happy because we laugh. And with that being said, let's get it, let's go. I'll be back with another video soon. Bye!
And I'm down for you always, Kiki. Do you love me? Are you riding? Said you never ever leave from beside me.